to the holler where the sass runs deep. We got porch light talking, secrets we keep. Crystal's calling it like she sees, with coffee, laughs, and a little backwoods breeze. Bird, no drama here, just truth and grace. A southern heart and a tell it straight face. So pull up a chair, stay a little bit longer. Round here, that real talk's a whole lot stronger. That's so Crystal.
Welcome to the holler. Welcome to the holler, where the sass runs deep. We got porch light talking, secrets we keep. Crystal's calling it like she sees,
With coffee, laughs, and a little backwoods breeze. No drama here, just truth and grace. With a southern heart and a tell it straight face. So pull up a chair, stay a little bit longer. Round here, that real talk's a whole lot stronger.
that's so Crystal. Welcome to the holler.
Okay, can you hear me now? Put a one in chat if you can hear me now. Okay, so okay. So tomorrow is my birthday. And I've thought about doing a live tomorrow. Not really sure. Because it is Sunday, and to be honest with you, I may just go to church. But today, instead of doing the usual chit chat, I wanted to do something a little different. I sat down and I wrote a letter, not to anybody else, but to myself, to little Crystal. Because sometimes the best gift that you can give yourself is going back and telling that younger version of you what you wish you would have known. Kind of makes us realize things. So tonight I want to read a little letter that I wrote to little Crystal, and maybe while I'm reading it, you'll think about what you would tell your younger self. And I'm not used to doing this, so please bear with me. But it says, and so you all know, when I say little me, this is her. Dear little Crystal, tomorrow you turn another year older. And if I could sit down with you, barefoot on the porch, wild haired, heart wide open, this is what I'd tell you. You don't have to carry the whole world on your shoulders. It's not your job to fix everything or be strong all the time. You're allowed to be a kid. You're allowed to laugh, cry, dream big, and stumble a little without apologizing for it. Life is going to knock you down more times than you can count. People will hurt you, and people will let you down. But every time you'll rise stronger. And I want you to know something. The world will try to take from you. You are more than enough. Your voice is powerful, even when it shakes. One day, that same voice will stretch out far beyond the holler, touching lives that you never imagined, and some you may never know about. God's hand is on you. Even in the nights you think that He's forgotten you. Every tear, every whispered prayer, He kept them. And He's going to use every bit of your pain to build a strength and testimony nobody can take from you. You won't just survive, Crystal. You'll shine. Although in the moment, you probably won't know it. You'll raise a family. You'll tell stories. You'll make people laugh. You'll bring truth in a world that's full of noise. You'll be real. And that will be your superpower. Don't be afraid to be yourself. So here's what I celebrate this birthday. That little Crystal made it. She's still standing. She's not just standing, she's building. She's speaking. She's loving. She's becoming everything that she once needed. And if I could leave you with one last thing, it would be this. You are loved. You are worthy. And the best is still ahead of you. In the hard times, you won't give up. You will feel like it, but you won't. Always trust your gut, and remember to work smarter, not harder. Love the future you. Shoo. Um, Reading that out loud is kind of like I was really talking to her, but I guess I am because it's me. I remember what it was like to be that young kid. And when I look at these children, I just came in, you all. I missed the time at 5 o'clock. I tried earlier, but YouTube wouldn't, like, cooperating. So I went outside in the yard and I played with the kids. And as I watched them, their innocence, I remember what that was like. I remember what it was like being young, and when you're in those single digits, you want to be a double digit. Can't wait to be 10. Then you can't wait to be 16. You spend a lot of your life just wishing it away. So the little girl on the screen, I'd like to tell her just to slow down. Life ain't always easy, but it's the struggles that we learn from. Like I said, I thought about doing a live tomorrow. I just don't know what time that would be. So, in case I can't, I wanted to do this letter to myself today. Life hasn't always been easy. But I remember that when I was younger, everything seemed so much more dramatic. I look back on that now and I think, what was I thinking? The innocence. Sometimes, you guys know, when you growed up when we did, life ain't always beautiful, but it's a beautiful ride. That's a Gary Allen song. Yeah, and that's true. And I mean, along the way, I have learned. I can remember when I was younger, and I really don't even know how to put this into words. You all have heard me say, we were poor as dirt. But you know what? We didn't know it. We didn't realize that. I can remember first starting out, thinking those struggles, man, when are we going to get through these struggles? But you know what? It is the struggles we learn from. They shape who we are. And when I look back on it, yeah, now I know we were poor as dirt, but I'm so glad I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I'm glad that I know what it's like to actually work for something and be proud of it. To be proud of what I have. You know, so many times on this platform, I have said it takes 0 effort to be a good human being. And sometimes I think people get used to just hearing that. Being a good human being, you care about other people. And it's because I was raised hard. Where we shared toys. If my siblings got something new, I was excited about it because guess what? I got to play with that too. And something that I do to this day. If I ain't got enough to go around, we ain't pulling it out, okay? I overcook often because I want people to have enough. And how I was raised is why. Not because we didn't have enough to eat when I was growing up, but because that's how my parents was. They didn't just feed their kids, they fed a neighborhood. Exactly. I am blessed for the way my parents raised me, humble, honest, and kind. Yes. And you know, when I rebranded, I'm actually, people may wonder what I'm doing over here, but I am actually happier now doing this. Did I care about the cases? Most definitely I did. But here I just get to be me. Whether I'm talking about AI or sharing scripture or just being real with y'all. I get to be me. Um, I'd like to say completely unfiltered, but it's not. And anybody that's ever heard No Filter Fanny, which is my alter ego, knows good and well I'm filtered a little bit. But I do it for class, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's too class. My mama taught me that if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And it's not very kind to say, you're acting like an idiot. So yeah, I got a little bit of filter on here. But it's because I always want to be real to me. And I don't, like I said, I never want to put anything in here that my kids would be ashamed of. And that saying that life is like a vapor, it is. It is. If you're younger, tomorrow, y'all, I'll be 46 years old. Yep. Shoot. Let me make sure. I quit counting. I may be 47. Oh, Lordy Crystal. Honey, get yourself together. No, I'm 46. Had to make sure about that. How sad is that? But tomorrow I will be 46 years old. And I can honestly say, in 46 years, okay, mate, let me see. No, I think that was everybody's flies because I tried to start the live earlier and YouTube would not cooperate. It, like, literally told me that YouTube was not cooperating. Happy early birthday, honey. Thank you, flies. If there's anything I've learned in 46 years, and we've all went through those stages, trying to figure out who we are, especially when you're younger. It's the reason I decided I was going to write a letter to me. And if I'm being honest, the first one was a little silly. You know, stuff like, don't shoot that 30-06 girl, it's going to mess your eyebrow up. But then I thought, no, I think I'll just be serious. But, be true to who you are. Some people are real. You'll know who they are. Some people will stand beside you. Some people, they will just disappear. But you know what? God places in your life the ones that matter. Some people are in your life for a blessing, and then there's some people that come in your life for a lesson. Be wise and know which one is which. Um, right now, I can't tell you how blessed I am. Right now, my niece, my daughter, my niece's husband, and my daughter's boyfriend, they're all out there cooking out for an early birthday. And I'm blessed because that's what matters. I'm curious if you all could tell your younger self just one thing, what would it be? Yeah, a season or a reason. That's a good way of looking at it, too. Something that I put on YouTube earlier, and I think I'm going to read it. It's something my granny used to always say. And it is the truth. Absolutely the truth. You can't grow deep roots in shallow soil. Choose where you plant yourself wisely. I thank God for my roots. I thank God for the people that I have around me. And there's only two ways to take me. You either love me or hate me. Normally, that's about how it goes. I would tell my younger self, follow your gut. Your gut knows things before your head and heart does. Very good advice. That was in my letter, too. Something like that. Trust your gut. You know something? I look at that picture, and that dress was yellow, y'all. That dress was yellow, and this is an old picture. But that hair bow right there, is there? Oh no, can't see my cursor, but that hair bow. Oh, because this picture is kind of faded. Because if you could see it, it was a hair bow that they were selling at school. I think it was like 50 cents during the Gulf War. Cherish the moment, as my dad says, nothing stays the same. That is so true. Very good advice. Yep, everything changes. But I remember my mama had put a different hair bow in my hair that day, and I mean, that dress, she was making sure I wasn't getting it dirty. That was a hand-me-down. Tells you how good people took care of clothes, because my sister was 4 years older than me, and that was her dress that was passed down to me, and it was picture day. And I'm sure half of you have this same picture background that I have here. But I got to school and I snuck and put that We Support Our Troops hair bow in my hair. He will be 87 in about a month. I still listen to his advice. Oh, Chatty. 87 years old. He is a blessed man. You're blessed to have him. That's another thing. If I could tell younger Crystal, spend more time with your mama, your daddy. You won't always have them, and there'll be a day that you're on the internet telling people all the advice they gave you and just how funny they was. Answer every call. I wish I had my mom and dad. They leave us too soon. Yeah, they do. They do. The only grandparent I ever knew was my grandmother on my mom's side. I didn't know my dad's parents because y'all know his story from my Uncle Ball, from his case. But my dad found his mama dead on Christmas morning under a Christmas tree. Okay, baby, I'm coming. But, so I didn't get to know them. But my granny, oh, she was a wise soul. Very wise. And I feel like when it come to wisdom, faith, oh, she had it all in one package. Well, you all, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my little letter to my little Crystal. I am being paged, so that must mean that it must mean that their cooking is either going awry or it's almost done. One of the two. I love y'all. I'm going to try to get this outro to play. I think it might work. But remember, it takes zero effort to be a good human being. I'm glad you made it too, guys. And I'm glad you're feeling better. You have been in my prayers. It takes zero effort to be a good human being, y'all. And that is about as blunt as I can put it. There's a whole bunch that obviously don't know that no more. I love you too, Chatty. If I do end up doing a live stream tomorrow, it probably will be late. I'll make a community post. But I love you all.
Y'all come back now, don't be a stranger. The holler's wide